Yo, what's good? It's elusive, baby. We in the building. We back with another episode of the Mix-Up. Today's guest, we got Gabe Mascorro coming in. I'll tell you what, it was fun as fuck recording with that guy. He's funny. He keeps the fucking ball rolling. I'll tell you what, man, it was one of my favorite podcast episodes to record yet. We got pretty lit. We talk about a lot. We go for about an hour and a half. It's actually the longest podcast we've had so far. But yeah, if you're still listening, thank you. Just be patient. My YouTube channel's coming. Facebook's already set up. And I'm working on Patreon right now. When I do post a link so that you can subscribe to it, it's going to give you access to our explicit content and longer episodes. So parts where the podcasts are getting cut out just because it's too explicit or there's just some information inside of it that I don't really feel comfortable putting out into the public, it's going to be on Patreon. So if you're trying to get all up in our business shit, you're trying to hear it all, just subscribe to that Patreon and I'll hit you guys with the link. But yeah, let's get back to it.
We use that for recording music and podcasts and whatnot, so it's kind of nice.
Oh, really? You guys record music on there too?
Yeah, all our music was with Reaper.
All of it since the beginning?
Since the beginning,
what?
Yeah.
You guys have probably been using Reaper longer than we have.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know when we started recording, like 4 years, maybe 4 years ago, something like that. But I don't know. It's pretty easy though.
Yeah.
I like it.
We were using Audacity at first because it was free and shit.
It was Audacity always. So you guys used Reaper, huh?
Yeah, dude. We use Reaper for just about everything recording wise. But it's like when we record musically, it's not necessarily us behind the computer. It's our producer. He runs it all. He's like a mastermind at that shit.
Yeah.
He knows every little corner.
What is your producer's name?
Brogan Allen.
Engineer Brogan Allen?
Yeah, Brogan Allen of Night Owl Studios up in Boise.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
I thought it was this one guy. I forget his name, but I actually had a client in one time, and he was telling me that he recorded a song with him. And
with Brogan?
Like, no, I don't think it's Brogan.
Oh.
It's some other kid, bro. He lives around here, and he went to school for audio engineering and stuff.
Okay.
And he has in his basement, it's like he has the red soundproof.
Okay.
But he said that you guys were recording over there, but I was like, damn, I didn't even know who the guy was. And I was like, I thought me and AC were like the only engineers around town. Seriously.
Damn, I wonder who that is. The only guy we've ever recorded with was probably with Brogan.
I wonder if it's like Jordan or something.
I don't know, because I've never heard of anybody, engineering except for AC. So
dude, AC's the way to go, bro. He's a sick. We've never recorded with him like musically, but we did like an interview with him like 2 years back, probably.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was like our first interview, and we're just like,
dude, that's the guy. Bro.
Yeah, we're geeking over it. We're like, our first interview. Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Our first interview was with him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually kind of how we met him. We set that interview up, and after that interview, it was when we got to chopping it up with him, and he was telling us, about what he's been up to and like what his plan is. And next thing you know, he started dropping music, and then me and Sam pulled up.
Yeah,
I think it was about like 2 months later after he dropped his stuff.
Yeah, it was wild.
Because for a minute he was only doing interviews with just different rappers, and that was pretty cool because he was. Every time he was doing a new interview, he was mentioning the previous rapper he was talking to. So
really?
We ended up talking to Skilly.
Yeah, it was a bunch of people.
All the guys he came in contact with.
Yeah, Ty De Niro, all of them.
It was funny when we pulled up, nobody... I think he messaged us, and he's like, hey, you guys are sick. Do you guys want to do like an interview one of these days? And we're like, hell yeah, for sure. First interview, why not? And we rolled up and we're like, fuck, we've never met this guy. Like it's one of those things where you've never met someone and you like roll up to the place and you're kind of like, shit, how's this going to go down? And turned out being an awesome dude. And I guess our bassist and Caesar knew him. I guess right when we walked through the door, Caesar was like, Abel? Yeah. And I guess they like went to church together like back in the day.
Yeah, they know each other.
Yeah, they know each other real tight. I was like, all right, I guess this isn't going to be so bad.
Well, at the time, I think he lived in Twin.
Yeah. Some apartments or something like that.
Yeah, the blue ones, right?
Yeah. And he grew up around here on Conant Avenue.
Yeah. He's just a chill dude. He's really sick.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. My lady knew him before I knew him.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Small world.
Yeah,
small town, bro.
I agree.
Small town, small state.
Yeah.
I agree. Everyone knows everyone around here.
Yeah.
No matter where you move, it's like, oh yeah, I remember you from living down the road from my mom's or something.
Yeah. Like, fuck.
So you're recently you're just doing that 8 Ohms podcast right now, right?
8 Ohms podcast. It's kind of just revolves around like music, but like I want to kind of like go on a lowbrow type of thing. Like I don't know if you guys have ever heard of like you probably have like your mom's house type of stuff.
Oh yeah, Tom Segura.
Yeah, Tom Segura. Freaking Bad Friends, like real comedic stuff. I want to try and put a spin like that, like a real lowbrow comedic vibe, but in the same time add some music in there. Because, dude, music's my life, man. I've done nothing but music since like I was really young, like maybe 12, 13, something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just recently started doing podcasts, and it took off better than I thought it would, man. I was super stoked. I was like, first episode, I was like, it might flop. I don't know if it does. We'll see what happens. But seen a couple numbers coming in, and I was like, okay, maybe this is going to be better than I thought it would. And dude, sure enough, it's starting to start. It's not taking off, but it's doing better than I thought it would.
Yeah,
so.
that's good, same thing with this podcast. And hey, guys, if you want to tune in on 8 Ohms podcast, make sure you're doing that. That's on Apple Podcasts. That's on Google Podcasts.
Google Podcasts and Spotify. Spotify is killing it right now, so it's kind of chill. It's kind of cool to see, man. I'm really excited about it.
Spotify's kind of the place, huh?
Yeah,
that's where it's at right now, bro.
They're really making a good move on that in that platform, man. Everything's free on podcast wise, watching and listening.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Awesome. Well, did you know that they bought Parcast? Because what do you use for your podcast?
I use Anchor. It's I don't know where I heard it from. I think I heard it from like another podcast. They just kind of name dropped it. Yeah, and I was like, shit, I'll try that out. And dude, Anchor's like super easy. They like literally supply you with everything you need. And
you have to pay for it?
No, surprisingly, no. Yeah.
Really? We gotta pay for our shit.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
it's I was looking up like some of the top 10 best like podcast like distributors, and Anchor was like one of the free ones, but they're like on the bottom of the freaking list, and I guess the more up there ones you had to pay for, and I was like, well, they're up there for a reason, so maybe I don't know, maybe that was the way to go. But so far, Anchor's been doing pretty good. They kind of give you analytics. I'm sure like every other one does. But when I was approaching it, I kind of I've been wanting to do a podcast for a long time. I guess since like last year, but all I had was a single input for my interface, and so that was really fucking with it. So what I would do is I would plug in like the mic you're using right now. It's for performances. Okay, that's what we would use when we go perform places. Gotcha. And so I would plug that into that interface, and I'd only have 2 mics, and you couldn't really control the volume on each mic because they both shared the same input. So I was having trouble with that. I recorded like 2 episodes. They'll never surface because I just don't like them. But yeah, I ended up getting this R16, and I was like, all right, now let's execute this. Let's get this shit done. And I got Podbean. Okay. But I just looked up on Google podcast distributor, and Podbean showed up. This was the first thing I went to. It said I had to pay, but I was like, oh, fuck it, because it's its own website too. So like you put it on Podbean, and people who have the app Podbean will find it, and there's like tons of users for that app. So I was like, fuck it, I'll pay for it. It's just another page for my podcast to be on. You know what I mean? I think I was looking up Podbean too. I think that was my second go-to, but I can't remember if it was that one or another one where you have to like pay so much for so many hours or something like that. Like well, what it is you can go unlimited time if you're paying like their premium, and it's only like I think it's like $10 a month or something. That's not bad. $14 a month. No, that's pretty good. Or it's like $100 a year. They give you a big old discount on that. Especially if you have like the people streaming in and whatnot, kind of pays for itself in a way. So I bet you like along down the road it'll definitely pay for itself for sure. So I think that'd be the way to go. $100 a year is never a bad deal, bro. That's shit I look for. You're like, okay. Yeah, I like this setup though. I'm gonna need to get me a setup like this, dude. My setup isn't this nice. It started off in a tiny little room that I got on the other side of the house. Yeah. And fuck, dude. It was actually the first podcast, the first 2 podcasts that we did. They were fucking
they were bad. It was hot. We were all drunk.
The fan was on in the back.
Everyone, the fan was on in the back because we were fucking dying of heat.
People going like that, tapping their heads.
Yeah, it was bad, dude. It was really bad, and we're all cluttered in there. There was like 5 of us in that little room, and so I was like, I got to get a bigger room for this, and so ended up just moving it all to this master bedroom.
That's sick. I dig
red
it.
Table in here.
I dig it. I like it. And you do all your music stuff in here?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. My music stuff just goes down right there in that corner, dude.
Sick.
That PC right there is
That's
holding all of it, and then my mic usually goes right there.
Dude, sick, bro. Sick. Yeah. I'm kind of jealous. I'm jealous. We need something like this. We have to go up to Boise every time.
Oh, fuck, really?
Yeah, dude. That's why it's been kind of slow for us musically, is because, like, we have to drive up to Boise, like, maybe once a weekend, once every 2 weekends, maybe. And it's not a guaranteed thing that everyone gets that same day off, like the same weekend. Because, sometimes Alex will work on Saturday, sometimes Caesar will work on Saturday. I think I'm the only one that gets weekends off, so it's like
everyone's working their fake jobs, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Fake jobs always get in the way,
dude. Goddamn jobs.
Sucks, dude.
It's shitty, but it works out, bro. I like the outcome. It's always a fun time for sure. Yeah, it'd be nice to have something a little closer, especially at home. You just once you get off work, just start
real quick.
So
that was always one big thing for me, dude. Was like I wanted less of finding the time and more of like I don't really have a choice. I don't really have any way of making an excuse because it's right there. So I'm always doing something.
That's
I'm always
good.
Either making beats, recording something.
Keep yourself busy in what you like to do, bro.
Yeah,
I like that. That's dope. I dig it.
It's what you got to do as an artist, man.
Oh yeah.
The thing is for you guys too is you got to have that engineer every time,
because don't you guys record your instruments separately?
Yeah. So it's usually we'll have like the idea of the song previously to going up there, and we'll start with guitars, lay out all the guitars, maybe do a second track of guitars. We never really copy and paste. So we'll do 2 tracks of guitars, and then we'll probably move on to bass, drums, and then vocals last. So it's all just kind of like step by step kind of thing.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a process.
That's a process, man.
But it usually works out. Luckily, Brogan, our producer, knows what he's doing, and he's been in the game for as long as I've known him. Way past then. I think I've known him for maybe probably like 10 years maybe.
Damn.
And he's been recording way longer, so
he's seasoned.
Yeah, he's seasoned. He's a wizard.
Yeah.
He is a wizard, I swear.
Who was that guy that you guys pulled up for Septemberfest?
Septemberfest.
That was on the white trailer.
Oh, who was the guy?
Yeah, the guy that was engineering for all of us.
Oh, I don't even know. The sound dude?
Yeah, the sound guy, bro.
I think Alex...
That guy was fucking dope.
Yeah, I think Alex found him. Because we previously put on a show at what's that place? It's by the fire department here in Rupert. We used to put on shows there every now and then. Huh?
Java?
No, not that place.
Not Ginger's Java?
No, that was one of the places though. It was like this small little like churchy thing.
Acadia,
there you go.
Oh,
Acadia,
damn, dude.
And we had this huge concert coming to town. And it was like these big bands. We were paying them so many thousands of dollars, and Alex is like, "Well, fuck, we can't just present them with like small little speakers and whatnot. Yeah. Like these guys are top notch." So Alex found this dude. I think he charged like almost $2,000-$3,000 for that night
for Septemberfest.
For Septemberfest and the night at Acadia.
Holy
so yeah,
shit.
Both times, dude, it was a shit ton out of the pocket, bro.
Damn, bro.
It was, but
he has it all.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. You pay for quality for sure. I mean, it may have been a huge expense, but it sounded sick.
Yeah, and your guys' set at Septemberfest was fucking sick.
Thanks, bro.
That shit was sick.
Thanks. It's funny because you guys' set was sick too. By the way,
thanks, bro.
It was pretty sick. But I remember before our set, I was gonna do a small rap set, and I couldn't get my.
Oh, dude, we were in front of you guys.
Yeah, and I was gonna go after you guys, but I couldn't get my tracks to work, so I was like, "Fuck!" And it was one of those like panic moments where you're like, trying to plug shit in, like trying to troubleshoot it, and I was like, "Fuck it, let's just move on. We'll just start playing." So, but yeah,
stops and shit.
That was a good night. That was a fun night.
Yeah, dude, That was awesome, man.
That was really cool. I had my doubts, to be honest, because it wasn't my thing to put on. It was more or less Alex's thing. Alex and Caesar, they kind of put the whole thing on together, and I was like, I don't know how this is going to play out, guys. Nobody's going to come out way past Rupert. Nobody's going to go out there. And sure enough, dude, a lot of people came out.
Didn't people live in camp there?
Yeah, people camped out.
Dude, I'm going to camp next time we do that, bro.
Yeah, it was sick.
Straight up. That shit was fun, bro.
People from Idaho Falls. We had the touring bands from one of the touring bands was from Wyoming. The other one was from California, I think, or something like that, or Texas.
We should try to do that during the summer.
Dude, do a second one. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about that, to do a second one, and all that's stopping us, bro, is just the money. As long as we have the funding, we could do it.
Fuck, we got ins for that, bro.
Yeah.
Something like that,
bro.
definitely.
For sure.
I think that'd be
the other
nice.
dudes would be so down. I'd be down, bro. It'd be sick.
So it was only one day, but there was, I think it was Jimmy from Ginger's Java that was really pushing a second day. That wasn't true. That's what I remember hearing.
So I think the thing with that was Alex presented, or somehow, because we were going to Ginger's Java at that time, it was a popular spot, so they were going back and forth, just getting coffee and just chilling. And somehow Jimmy caught wind that Alex is doing that show.
Yeah.
And
he wanted in on it.
Yeah, he wanted in on it. And so he kind of, weirdly enough, took the reins and kind of tried to take control of the whole thing. And he's like, well, we could do, a second day, and we could have these performers and, do this and that. And I'll take so much. And he was kind of really being the head of it all.
Yeah.
And
but all he was security, wasn't he?
Technically, yeah, dude. Pretty much all he really did was, I think he just got us the stage and then kind of just watched the front gate.
Yeah.
So he didn't really do a whole lot, production wise.
Actually maintaining it while it's happening.
Yeah, he didn't maintain anything. So, I mean, not to talk down on Jimmy, but that night, I guess Jimmy kind of showed his true colors in a way.
Yeah.
I guess he snapped at a bunch of people.
He snapped on a bunch of people, man, and that was one thing I was starting to see coming because. Dude, Jimmy's always been cool. That's a cool dude, man. He's a real cool dude. I'm not talking down on him at all. But our last performance at Ginger's, the day before, I went over there to go check it out. Okay, how we're gonna set up, just to go get a picture in my head. And the back of Ginger's was just full of just a bunch of random shit. And I was like, yo, dude,
gotta get this cleaned
we
up.
gotta be here tomorrow. He's like, oh yeah, I was probably gonna clean it up in the morning or something. And I was like, I'm cleaning this shit right now. So I cleaned the whole thing. And then, so when Septemberfest came around, he was just a whole different person. He was flipping out on people and shit.
What was he doing, or what?
He was just
yelling at people.
He was yelling.
Just yelling at people.
Yelling. I won't get into it too much, but I guess Caesar or Alex said that he was possibly on something, and I don't want to I won't say that for sure, but that's what they said, and it seemed like he was just snapping at even his own people and his daughter and whatnot. He was going after him, and I was like, damn, Jimmy, that's not like you. So, but after that, I guess after the whole thing, Jimmy ran off with so many, I think $1,000 that was supposed to go to Alex.
Oh, fuck.
And we had to shake him down at Jimmy's. And I guess once we went there, we asked all the coffee people, his employees, and we're like, hey, have you seen Jimmy? We're looking for him. And they're like, oh, we haven't seen him all day. They kind of put it off, and we're like, well, can we go check in the back and whatnot? And they're like, he's not there.
He's probably in the trailer.
He's not there. And we went back to the car, and sure enough, we seen Jimmy pulling up right as we're about to leave, and we're like, fuck that. We got to go roll in. So rolled in, and then I think he ended up giving Alex $500 or something like that. So cheaped Alex out of another 500 or something.
$5.
Yeah, it was a weird time. I was like, damn, Jimmy, what happened?
Yeah,
bro?
shit took a turn, bro. Because right after that, then there goes fucking Java.
Yeah,
he got out of Java, and then now he's not around anymore.
Yeah.
He used to be my neighbor.
What does he do? Does he still? I thought he moved the coffee shop and was going to open it somewhere else.
That's what I heard, but I don't know. I think that's more of a low key thing because he was my neighbor, dude, but I don't see him anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a couple months.
That's
he lives
strange.
across the
Yeah,
street from me.
he did kind of just flee.
Yeah,
It was kind of awkward. I even
after Septemberfest.
Yeah, after Septemberfest, and didn't the cops raid the coffee shop?
Did they?
I'm pretty sure because I think
Oh,
there was a whole thing, and I don't want to get I won't
Fuck
I'm
it,
not,
dude. Get into it.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck it.
here we go, dude.
So-
This is what I'll drink to that.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. I guess there was a big tax thing or something like that.
Oh fuck. wasn't
Tax?
I guess
he wasn't paying his taxes.
it was he wasn't making enough to like in the coffee shop itself. He wasn't making enough money in there, so when he would pay for it, he would like I guess things didn't match up like the numbers.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, well, where are you getting all this money from? And apparently he was like probably selling drugs out of the coffee shop. He was selling stuff to like other people, and I guess that's my theory, dude. I don't know, but I guess he was pretty much keeping the doors open with like dirty money, pretty much. Yeah. And the cops ended up investigating it, and after that, never seen Jimmy, and I was just like, it's kind of weird, bro. Kind of fishy.
But let's be honest though, dude. Ginger's Java was the spot, bro.
It was a spot. It was a
so
spot.
Fucking chill.
Was,
like I loved sitting there. Like I loved playing there, and then I loved just chilling because we just smoke in the back.
Yeah,
yeah. And
you could smoke bowls, and he would even like if you don't want to smoke in here, you could smoke in the
green room.
Yeah, the green room,
bro.
And it wasn't even part of the coffee shop. It was like the bookstore
next
door.
Yeah, like the bookstore.
So he's just
bad.
Just intruding on the bookstore and like, yeah, you guys can smoke here, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You guys can crash here, like
so chill, bro.
Even crashed there, he would say.
One day, he was like, yeah, if you guys ever have any problems, it was like one of the nights when we were just chilling there, kind of drinking, smoking. He's like, if you guys ever have any problems at home, I always have a spot for you here. And we're like, for reals? Like just in the green room? He's like, yeah, you guys can stay here whenever you want. Just let me know.
Yeah, like I've never been to a business that felt that homey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
You just sit there and then you'd have music playing and everybody's just chilling. And then you'd have like those low lights going on and the vibe was just perfect, dude. And you're just, damn, it's just so chill.
And it was always the same faces. So it was like a trusted like place where like people could go. And
yeah.
That's what I loved about it. And once he left, every time I would drive past it, I'd always be like, damn, there's that for lease sign in there. Like, I could cop that right now. Like we could totally make it the same thing, but at the same time, I was like, well, the cops kind of just bum rush that place. So now they're going to think that's like a hot spot for bad things. So I was like, fuck.
It sucks that they covered up the mural and all that.
Yeah.
That was a fucking
Did they cover it up?
Yeah, they covered it all up. They got rid of it all.
Damn.
And that was one of the best parts too. Like if you had an artist could just, he was like, pick a wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they could just make these beautiful fucking pieces of art on on the building, and it was just so dope,
dude,
man.
I just liked how everyone was welcome. Like you could just feel that there was always multiple vibes in there. Then there'd be old people in there and shit too. They'd just be kicking it, bro, listening to us rap. Like that shit was tight.
Yeah, like it was cool. Like the rap community, the freaking art community, like Eric Orton and those guys. And, metal community, and just like the older community, like everyone was there and everyone like got along together. It was nice.
Yeah.
And everyone kind of knew everyone after the first couple times of going there. So it was like it was a sick thing. It was a sick thing. I miss it, man.
I know, because there's nothing. I don't think there was anything before it, and then there hasn't been anything like that since.
Yep. And definitely Jimmy had to take that risk for us.
Yeah. He did.
And he was trying his hardest to keep it up, man.
He's a good guy, man. I don't know what happened to him. Wherever you are, Jimmy.
Yeah,
love you, bro. But what happened to you?
Hope you're doing good, bro.
Yeah. Hope you're doing good.
I just know that there was people that, I don't know if he had bad blood, but they just weren't treating him right.
Yeah.
He got robbed a couple times.
Yeah, man. Like people
like 3 or 4 times
taking advantage of that shit, And so.
That's why he had to the back door of Java. He had to fucking put nails in it.
Oh, like the back door.
Yeah, the back gate. He put nails on the top of it, so that if you tried to hop it.
Damn, you getting impaled?
Yeah,
he showed me that shit. He's like, yeah, I had to do that, brother. He's like, because they keep kicking down my door.
This is for the homeless people up here. They'll get stabbed once they try and jump over it.
Yeah, bro.
That's nuts, bro. That's nuts. Yeah, I wish we had something like that, bro. Like,
I know, man. Like it's like a home away from home.
But it's really something. It's kind of hard to create.
Yeah,
it really
is. That's why I'm saying Jimmy had to take that risk for us.
To be honest, how long was he open before we started going there?
I think he was open for at least a year.
Yeah,
at least. All right. Yeah, it was a year of just like building his customers, and then how did we? Dude, what happened? I don't even remember
the first time going there.
Yeah, I don't remember how we met him. To be honest, I just remember we were doing. All of a sudden, we show up just for a drink or something, and then we're doing shows, talking to Jimmy. And then we were just talking to him, right? I think we just went in there for drinks one time.
I can't remember exactly my first time going in there.
Yeah.
But what I do remember was Joseph getting a job there.
Oh, really?
That's what I remember. I think I had visited that place before that.
Yeah, because Joseph started there, right?
Yeah.
And then, but before then, we were talking to Jimmy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because before then, I think we went in, because I remember going in with you, and we got some drinks, and then we just started talking to Jimmy.
Yeah.
And then he was like, hey, you guys can do shows over here.
Yeah, but that was all Joseph though. Joseph was the one who gave me Jimmy's
I
number.
swear it was before.
And he was like, hey, Jimmy owns the coffee shop Ginger's Java. He's like, and I go there all the time. And he wasn't working there yet, but he would go there every day.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He was like, and he was saying that they want to have shows. You guys can have shows in the back. And I was like, really? Let me go check it out. And then I think that's when we went to go have that drink with him. And then he was super fucking cool about it.
Yeah, he was just the chillest
Yeah, he's so
motherfucker.
chill.
He's
so
like,
chill.
yeah, brother, they would get you in the back over here.
He doesn't even have to know you and whatnot.
Yeah.
He'll just start a conversation like,
Yeah.
what are you into,
Yeah.
man? What do you like? He'll try and dig something
Yeah.
out of you that he'll just try and read you like a book, bro.
There were so many times I'd walk in there just to get coffee because we used to love their Red Bull infusions.
Oh, dude,
And
fire.
I'd go in there just real quick, and I'd just be in casual clothes, just chilling, normal day. And he'd be like, "Hey, brother, you want to jump up on the mic and perform a couple songs for us?"
Nice.
Because there'd always be some people in there, and I'd
Right.
be like, "Oh, fuck, I would, but I gotta go."
Dude, that's the one thing I regret doing is after we do a show, whenever he talked to us about doing one every month, I regret not doing it because it could have been a great way to build your stage presence and then build your sets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like good practice time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like because comedians, how they after their fucking specials, they just go up on stage and like write jokes.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of like our fucking, in those coffee shops, it's our to like work it out,
Yeah,
and then on the bigger shows, get it all
Yeah.
tight. That's I regret not doing that now.
I agree. I think we ended up practicing there a couple times too, and it was same like it was what you said. Like it was a good way to just kind of like grease the freaking wheels and whatnot, and just like kind of get better at what we were doing and whatnot. Sick place, bro. I miss it. I wish things wouldn't have gone the way they did.
Yeah.
We'd still be kicking it there. We'd still be putting on little shows every now and then.
It'd be the spot, bro. I'm telling you,
dude. I think me and Alex were actually talking about Alex and C's were talking about trying to rent out like a place like that, not necessarily like a coffee place, but maybe like a building of some sort. And just saying like, oh, we're gonna do like lessons out of here or something like that, or like record like a recording studio, but actually like put on shows and shit, and like make it a place to for people to hang out, almost like the coffee shop, but not selling coffee.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I wish we could do something like that. I think maybe about a month ago we landed on this spot up in Burley by Bobcat Corner. I think it was like an old vet place, like a veterinary place, and we were in luck. We were gonna like rent it out and whatnot, and like make it the spot to like do recordings and like podcast shit and whatnot and shows. But I think she ended up like renting it out like right then and there, right as we're about to head over there. She's like, "Oh, we gotta buy her."
That sucks.
God damn.
Do you guys remember that club out right there by Pizza Hut in Burley? It was called Club Escape.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that
behind
shit-
that. I know what you're talking about. Like behind that
Wheelers.
close, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck,
I remember that place.
Yo, that place was fucking slept on, dude.
Dude,
they had a
that
dance
was-
floor. Their dance floor fucking glowed. Like it had little blocks in
Yeah.
there. They were all glowing.
Damn.
The big old
Moving
mirror
around.
and everything.
Big old mirror on it, dude. And then they had
Dude.
like the little section. You just go up 2 steps, and there's like a bunch of tables and shit.
Mhm.
And then they had people like a little bar, but they weren't selling alcohol. They were selling water and like pop
Yeah.
and snacks and shit.
I
And dude,
remember that.
they would let us rent it out, and we could have had fucking rap concerts there.
Mhm.
Damn.
But all that really ever happened was EDM.
Mhm.
We'd have EDM concerts
EDM and quinceañeras.
Yeah.
there. And I think we even had a funeral there one time.
Oh.
My family did at least.
Damn, I remember
Rest in
my
peace.
family rented it. Yeah, rest in peace. My
Yeah.
family rented it out a couple times for like quinceañeras, weddings, and whatnot. And I would always think like this would be a sick spot to put on some shows.
Yeah.
But at that time, you didn't ever think about it. You're like, I
Yeah.
could actually put a show on here. And
Dude,
now,
well, fuck, I know I couldn't because I was only in high school.
Yeah.
I didn't have the
exactly.
cash to do that.
Dude,
Exactly.
you know what we should do that I've been looking at too? That fucking amphitheater in Hayburn at the Chamber. You know
oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen
Yeah.
anybody actually use that thing.
Mm-mm.
You know?
I think they used to use it like maybe 5 years ago or something like that. They used to put on like little shows every now and then. Then they stopped. They completely stopped. So I think that'd be a sick spot to kind of put
That
on some
would be a
shit.
sick spot.
We can have like a merch and a fucking, or maybe we can use it for our. Instead of Septemberfest, are we talking about in the summer? Maybe we can try to pull a crowd there. You
Dude,
know?
that'd be sick. That'd be way sick. I think because there's There's already a stage.
Yeah.
There's
Who do we talk to or what? Is it the city?
You just
I
go
think-
into that building, the chambers of commerce.
Yeah.
Chamber.
I
and
think so. The
then
chambers
you
and
rent it out.
I think at one point, because I was in a different band at that time, and when they were doing shows, and I think we tried to rent it out once, and they said you have to talk to the chambers, and you have to go to the city, and like, I don't know, you have to like get it's almost like a
permit.
Like a permit. There you go. Permit, like a show insurance, almost like that. Like, so say if someone gets hurt there, then you're responsible
Oh,
for
that's
it.
fucking dope, though.
Yeah,
That's dope. Because then that means you just get that insurance, and then you just fucking perform, and you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because if these motherfuckers get crazy and something pops off, dude, you're like, hey, I
you're
got
like,
insurance.
hey, I got the insurance, bro. It's not. I ain't going to jail tonight.
I'm fucking jumping.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I think that would be a sick spot because that, dude, the stage is all there. There's enough room for equipment in like the back area, you know, further back.
I'd actually prefer that.
That would be sick.
Some insurance on that. Because when we were doing summer days, man, like there was a lot of shit going on at summer days, and I was lucky to be just a performer, you know, and there was a lot of times where I was involved more than that, you know, trying to put it all together, piecing it all together when my brother Efney, you know, went into the pen. Shout out Efney. But you know, especially the first summer days, dude, we had this little karaoke machine that we were using, but everyone was going hard, and there was just there was beer everywhere. All the minors were drinking.
Everyone was getting loose.
Yeah, and there was people smoking weed just right next to the fucking thing.
That's so sick.
It was fun as fuck, but I was just like worried if a cop were to come by, and honestly, they never did.
Really?
There was just some old folk that came and they were like, "Hey, turn it down." And we were just like, "Fuck you! What the fuck?
Fuck you.
We getting turned.
Yeah, I was like, "What the hell?"
That's funny.
Drive further then.
That reminds me. This one time we were. I was in this old band. We were playing at this. You know, at the boat docks by the golf course. You go down that little road, and you know it's a whole boat docks.
Yeah, that's where we did summer days at.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
in that little
gazebo
area.
type of things or whatever. One day we're playing there, and I guess across the river, some old dude called the cops, and the cops showed up, and they're like, "Yeah, the people across the river could hear you guys," and they're saying, "You know, you're using the F word and this and that," and they don't like that, Mormon people.
Yeah.
And right after that, the cops left, and we're like, you know, fuck this.
Yeah.
So we're like, hey, everyone, the people across the river are trying to shut this thing down. I want everyone to say, fuck the people across the river. And everyone like shouted it, and I guess the cops came back and actually shut the thing down.
You can't be saying that.
I was like, God damn. But it was funny though, dude.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah,
that's legendary shit, man.
It was, dude, those people, man, they just don't know fun when they see it, I guess.
It's like those old white Mormon motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah. They're just like, we came here to Idaho to retire quietly. My
father built this land.
My daddy owned the lake.
My daddy owns the lake. I own this farm right here. God damn, dude. Yeah, that's the one downside about living in this area. It's like all those super elite Mormons, bro. They just
they own like all the shit, you know.
All the Freemasons too, bro. They're a fucking union.
Dude, my boss owns like a Mormon church, and it's horrible.
What the fuck?
Yeah, at Goody, I looked at your hat and it reminded me because I work at Goody Motor. Hope he doesn't hear this, but yeah.
Which Goody Motor do you work at? Sorry,
the one on Main.
Ford.
Yeah, Goody Motor Ford.
Cool. That's where I got this hat.
Really?
I went over there after I bought my truck.
That's funny. Yeah, I guess the owner of that, he's actually all the owners. I guess there's like 4 owners. They all share that, like, the company. They're all Mormon, bro. All of them, and like I guess the main dude, he's like this elite Mormon that owns like that place, a bunch of other places in Berlin, like a bunch of temples. Yeah, like Mormon temples. It's the weirdest thing, dude.
That's the shitty part, bro. Because when you start trying to do some shit, you learn the people who own the shit or the people who are like, nah, you know?
Yeah.
And it's always those type of people, but like, because it's never people like us owning that motherfucker. Right. So I think in the next, I know we were talking about it because me and Elias were talking about the future generation and stuff. And we were talking about it. And I think our generation is the generation who's like, gonna make the change.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. And then the generation after is the generation who's gonna
live that.
Yeah, be like the innovator. All right, like we're here, so now we have to.
Yeah,
like,
that's a good way of putting it. I like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I agree, man. I think we're definitely like freaking 30 years from now, 20 years from now, whatever, we're definitely going to be the people head in charge. You know, we're going to be hopefully owning stuff and doing better in life, and like there won't be as much like stuck up people. There won't be as much like restrictions and like just people being assholes. We'll be
no more like you can't do this shit because I said no.
Yeah, we're the generation we're like, fuck, my boss is a dick, man. Why
I know,
is he
dude,
being like this? And then once we're like at that status, you know, years from now, we're gonna be like, you know, I remember growing up and, you know, my boss is a dick. I don't want to be a dick to all my employees. You know, I don't want to be a dick to all these people. So, dude, I don't know, man. I hate it, bro. I can't wait for those days to come. It's going to be nice. Every time I walk by my boss, I'm always like, hey, man, how's it going? And then, like, once I walk away, I'm like, fucking dick.
Because they just ignore you.
Yeah, exactly, dude, exactly.
I hate that shit, man.
I'll wait. I'll, like, talk to one of my like, the head bosses. Never talks to anyone. I'll be like, hey, dude, how's it going? He'll be like, what are you doing, bro? Like with like, you know, lowbrow kind of thing. And I'll be like,
he's like, why the fuck aren't you working?
Yeah, and I'll be like, oh, we got papers, bro. I'm gonna go give them to this other head dude, bro. Don't I'm just like, shoot the messenger.
I feel, dude, there's this he's a supervisor now where I work, right? I would be like, his name's Bucky, and then if you hear this, it's still fuck you, Bucky, because fuck you for doing this. But I saw him, and you know, because I just say what's up. I'm like, hey man, how you doing? You know, and Bucky walked by. I was like, what's up, Bucky? How are you? This nigga just looked at me, and then didn't say anything. He looked at me, heard me, and then gave me that don't talk to me look, and then just kept going. And I was like, well, fuck you too then. And then
damn.
He's kept going, bro, but I know that motherfucker heard me, dude.
Dude, goddamn Bucky, bro.
I know, fucking Bucky. And he's usually chill, right? But that's why I felt a little offended, because I was like, bro, don't be a bitch right now, you know?
Yeah. It's like you work for him. Like, you get all the shit
done
that he needs done. Like, might as well appreciate your freaking employees, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Don't be an
I mean,
asshole.
actually, he's a mechanic supervisor, but still, you know, I'm not a mechanic, but still,
Gotcha. Yeah.
Don't be a fuck, you know?
Don't be fucking Bucky.
So like, who the fuck is this kid talking
Don't be
to me?
fucking. I hope Bucky hears this, dude.
Yeah, Bucky.
Yeah, it's the same way for me, man. It's the same way for me. I'm a work group lead, and then I have a supervisor that I'm right under. You know, I'm second man in command, and I'll fucking talk to him sometimes. And he's a cool cat, bro. Like, he's cool as fuck. He went on tour. He was really? A rock star, man. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's cool as fuck, man. His name's Rob. I guess you guys one of you guys used to live by him, right there behind the hospital. He said he met you guys. But
really? Oh, wait.
Those apartments behind the hospital.
Okay, yeah. I think I met him then. I think he used to live there, right?
Yeah, he used to. Not anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a fucking dick sometimes, and he's told me, he's like, if you tell him, like, dude, you're a dick, like, you're being honest with him, he'll be like, hey, I don't point out your flaws. I'm just like, you motherfucker, dude, that's not a flaw.
I don't point out your flaws.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, being a dick's not a flaw, bro. It's a fucking choice, dude.
You choose to react that way.
I walk up, and it's just like the beginning of shift, and I'm always just like, hey, Rob, so how's it going, man? What's the plan for today? And he'll just sit there on the computer. And not say a goddamn thing, bro, and it's just me and him in that room, and I'm like,
okay, well,
all right, man, let's do this. And I'll just leave, and then later on, I'll say something else like, hey, you know, line 4 went down or some shit, and he'll just... I'm just like, bro. I'll be like, hey, you hear me? Oh, yeah. And I'd be like, okay.
He's like, get fucked, dude.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking in my head, like, okay, well,
yeah,
I'm going to stop telling him unless he asks me.
Yeah.
I'm just going to assume that he knows.
Dude, so I work with a similar guy. So, like I was saying, there's, like, the head owners. Under them, there's the bosses for the different, like, service, sales, parts. I work in parts, and I work for this dude. He won't listen to this. Dustin. His name's Dustin. Dude,
Dustin.
I fucking hate him, bro.
Fuck, don't be Dustin.
Yeah, dude, don't be Dustin, man. So he's this bipolar dude. Literally, so I was working in the detail bay. I was under services, like supervision, pretty much. So it was a different boss. They're cool bosses, and then I guess the parts room lost a person, and they asked me, they're like, hey, you're next up, you know, if you want this position, you know, you're the next trusted person, you know, we don't want to hire someone and have to train them and meet all these people and whatnot. Do you want to do it? And I was like, fuck no. I was like, I know Dustin, he's an asshole. And they were like, okay. I didn't say those words, but they were like, okay, well, you know what, you know, whatever. And then another boss from a different department came at me, and he's like, I think it was actually the parts person. the parts manager, he's like, hey, do you want to come work for me? You know, we're about to lose this guy. We really need someone. And I was like, nah. I was like, in my mind, I was like, I don't want to work for you, bro. I've heard stories. I've seen you in your worst moments, dude. I don't like you. Yeah. So he's like, okay, whatever. Went back to his area, and then one of the main owners that shares the company, he came up to me at the company barbecue, and he's like, I need to talk to you.
Oh,
I was like, fuck, what's this about? Am I getting fired?
Yeah.
And
fired at a barbecue.
Yeah,
dude,
fuck that
barbecue.
Like, I wanted to let you come here, but like,
he's like making excuses. He's like, motherfucker, you're the one who burnt these ribs, bro.
Like fucking eating my potato salad wrong. I'm sorry.
Wrong. Sorry, bro. I didn't mean to interrupt.
So he came up to me and he's like, hey, I need to talk to you. I was like, okay, yeah, what's up? And he's like, so we need someone in the parts room, and you know, you're the next trusted person. Your older brother works here. Your little brother works here. You know, we trust you. We like you. We want you to move up in this company. And I was like, I guess. he's like, you could be making more money, you know, in this position than you are in the detail bay. And I was like, but I kind of like what I got going on back here, bro. I get paid extra for, you know, just the shit I do. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know, I'll sit on it. He's like, okay, but just to let you know, like, there's no moving up in your position right now. He's like, this would be the next step. I was like, fuck, okay, I guess. Damn. So gave it a day, and I was like, I guess I'll take it, you know, because he was talking numbers. He's like, in about a year, you could be making so much more than you are now. Yeah. I was like, okay, sick, yeah, dude, I could really use that. Talked to the freaking boss of the parts department, and I was like, I guess I'll take you up on that offer, bro. You know, the main dudes, you know, made it seem like a good deal. He talked me into these numbers and whatnot, said I'll be making more money. I'll be getting a raise in like a month. And he's like, okay, yeah, we could do that. A month later, never got the raise. Oh, yeah. Found out this dude was the biggest douche ever.
That sucks.
He's super bipolar. Every time a technician will walk in and ask for parts, he'll be like, hey, bro, what do you need? You know, what you got? Like, how can I help you? And they'll take off. And then once I ask him for like, you know, help on something, he'll be like, what, you can't do this on your own? Like, just like super demeaning, you know, like, it's like, fuck, bro, what am I to you, man?
Fuck fake jobs, dude.
Yeah,
honestly, fuck fake jobs. Don't.
It's the worst. And a month later, when I asked him about my raise, he's like, well, how do you think you're performing right now, percentage-wise? And I was like, to be honest, bro, I'm like doing everything you're telling me to do. I come into work every day. I was like, I say I'm doing like 100%. Or I think I said like 90%. I was like, that might be like, you know, an overstatement kind of thing, but I think, you know, personally, I'm doing like 90%. He's like, I think you're doing 50%.
Oh, I was like, what a fucking bitch, dude.
I was like, how am I doing 50%, man? I'm doing everything.
You know where the main nigga got you, bro? He was all like, talking slick. He's like, yeah, you could be making this much, right? So you go back to him and be like, you said I'd be making this much, and he's like, no, I said you could. You know what I mean? That's how
they've been reading in between the lines.
Yeah, that's how they get you, bro. Like, fuck those guys.
And it's funny because the dude that talked to me, he's actually a salesman. So I was like, fuck, he sold me on this shit.
Yeah. And those people are the people you gotta watch out for, man, because they don't own a bit. Like, if you own a business, you don't give a fuck kind of about the employees. It's like, okay, what do I got to tell you so that you'll do what I need you to do?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they're going to justify it as, like, you're a business to run. Yeah, they're like, it's a business, bro.
I'm just making them money. At the end of the day.
It's like, you work for me.
That's what I hate about it, bro. Because I think about that daily. I'm like, these people don't give a fuck about me. You know? Like, I could be.
You could leave that day and they'll just replace you in a week.
Exactly. Like, anyone could do what I could do, but
I'm telling you, bro, we're just numbers. You know,
it sucks, bro. It sucks, but. It's funny because like at the end of his conversation, he's like, I won't give you your raise now. We'll give it another 60 days and we'll talk from there. Dude, like 4 months later, still have no raise.
Nothing, huh?
Nothing, bro. He hasn't said a word.
I pray that you
to
get
me.
that raise, bro.
Dude, I pray that I find a different position.
Yeah, bro.
Like I'm done with that guy, bro. I fucking like the job's easy, bro. It's like checking parts, put them away, push dirt around for like as long as I can milk it, and then that's pretty much my day, and it sucks, bro. And it's like, this is an easy job.
But are you getting paid pretty good?
I'm getting paid pretty decent. Like, it could be better. Getting paid enough to like pay my bills and shit. But it's like, I would like to get more because I've been there like almost 2 years already. So it's like, fuck, it's time to at least get $1 raise, you know?
Yeah. So something.
It sucks, bro. I'm so close to like talking to the main dude and being like, "What happened, bro?"
I'm telling you, that's how that conversation is gonna go, dude.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
I
like,
said there was.
yeah, I said there could be,
There
and then
could
he's gonna tell you. Depends on what your supervisor thinks.
Yeah,
or some
right.
bullshit, you know,
Right.
so he doesn't have to fuck.
That's
with
why
you.
I'm so glad that I don't work at the sugar factory, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's so fucking big.
Yeah.
I bet it's hard as fuck to move up over there.
No, to be honest, bro, it's kind of easy. So check this
Really?
out. Look, it's fairly easy, bro. So you can start. So if you started this week and you're there for the next 2 weeks and you've been on a job, you could probably get a job that pays you like $22 an hour. Like right off the bat, you know what I mean?
Jesus Christ, are you
over
serious?
yeah, and that's because the way we do
Fucking
it. So
coming to
we're
Sugar
like,
Factory.
so we're union, right? So the way it works is if you show up right and you've only been there for 2 weeks, okay, and you've been on this job that's making $22 an hour, and other people who've been there for years are making. You know what I mean? And I mean, don't want the same job. You know,
Okay,
they've been
gotcha.
on the same job. If they have write-ups and stuff, you know, since they've been there longer, they have a longer history. If they've been fucking up, then they're going to give you the job over these guys.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And so it's real easy to move up there.
Whoa, that tripped me out.
Yeah, that was
second.
kind of scary. For people who don't know, there's a light we use, and it just kind of came off, and
You got a
Yeah.
ghost in this house, bro.
yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, that's how it works, man.
Damn,
It's-
bro, that's good pay. That makes
That's a
me
lot
think
of
like,
fucking
fuck,
good.
what am I doing with my life?
Dude,
I'm
it's
getting
true.
paid 11 an
But
hour.
you work,
Yeah.
you work a lot.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we work right now. So we have 2 seasons, right? We have campaign, and then we have M&R, which stands for maintenance and repair. So campaign is from like September to like April, March, you know, and then that's when we get our 7 days off. You know what I mean? And so we work for 14 days. So
But
we'll,
you get 7 days off every month.
yeah, we get 7 days off every month.
Really?
Yeah.
Straight.
Fuck.
Yeah, so we only work 14. So the longest you'll ever work consecutively is like 4 days in a row.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's what we call a hell week.
Gotcha.
And yeah, it's super chill, you know. But during the summer, then during M&R, you work Monday through Friday, or depending on where you're working, because there's different parts of the factory, right? So say if you're working in the lime kiln or this place called the diffuser towers, or in the dryer where we dry the fucking shreds, depending on how far behind or how much work they need to get done, then whoever the supervisor is for that will determine how long you guys work, you know. So
Gotcha.
normally we work maybe 8 hours for like the first 2 weeks, and then usually it's 10s for the rest of the summer. But some work 12-hour shifts Monday through Saturday,
So
and
it's
only get
mostly
Sunday
12s.
off. Yeah, so
Kind of.
it's 12-hour shifts for sure during campaign, but during M&R it's
10.
usually 10, and
Gotcha.
then yeah, like
That's
so
not
like
too bad.
yeah, it's pretty chill, you know. But
I guess it's like it's good. It's like you get paid enough to kind of like motivate you to like do that shit. You know, like
Yeah.
fuck, I'm getting paid this much. Might as well do the whole.
dude,
like,
sometimes, bro, like
Yeah.
my second M&R there. So this was my third M&R, right? But the one before my second M&R, I was in this place called the Dryer, and the Dryer fucking sucked, dude. I
Yeah.
almost quit, bro, because that's how pissed I was, dude. I was so like, I was just sad, bro. I was just drained, and that job just made me so sad, bro. Like there was one morning, dude, I got up, dude, started making my lunch. I started crying because of how bad I didn't want to be there, and then I went, and then I pulled up to the parking lot. And then I just left. Like I did a no call no show, bro, because I was like, nah.
fuck
like,
this.
yeah, I went to work on some merchandise and some music. So I was like, man, I'm trying to fucking.
Dude,
I got to do something that I love to do. And then yeah, normally they'll fire you, but the
Really?
next day they just wrote me up and they're like, you're good.
it's like, dude, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, dude.
Similar story, bro. Gem State, the potato
Yeah,
factory.
yeah, fuck that. place.
I got a job through there. Worst fucking job ever. And it's something similar. They put me in the drum room. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of
yeah,
that
I've heard of
position.
it, yeah.
Worst position ever, bro. I was going through Gem State staffing, and I was getting paid shit. Nothing compared to what the actual guys were getting paid for. And halfway through, like I felt like I was gonna like fucking die.
Yeah.
Because 12-hour shift, it's super hot in there, steamy. You got potatoes flinging at you, like hot potatoes. And I was like, fuck, I can't do this. They're like, okay, well, go under the drum room and just clean up the stuff. And I was like, simple enough. Went down there and there's like potatoes falling on you, like chunks of potatoes, and you're just walking through this mush and shit.
Yeah.
Literally got like maybe 4 hours into it, left. And I sat in my car and I started crying and I was like, how could I not have, like, I felt bad for myself. I was like, I put myself through this, like, how come I couldn't do it? And I was just like, fuck, man. I started thinking, I was like, fuck, I'm such a fucking failure. Like, I can't get through a fucking 12-hour shift. All these other guys are doing it. Yeah. Slept in my car that night, dude. Ended up going home like at 6 in the morning, and I was like, how am I going to tell my roommates that I quit my job a day in, 4 hours in?
That sucks, bro.
Ended up going back to Little Caesars.
Fuck it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Dude, Little Caesars, bro. My homie Roach worked there. I heard you guys got free pizza, huh?
Yeah, dude. Every single day.
Every day. What about wings? No wings,
I don't think they do wings there. I think they probably used to. No, they do wings. I think so. They do wings, but it's like not fried.
Yeah, I know they do wings.
Oh yeah, they make the wings. Yeah. But did you guys?
Did you guys like get free wings and shit or no?
I think if they're like sitting in the warmer for like at the end of the night, like if it's like not the end of the night, if they're sitting in there for maybe like more than 30 minutes, an hour, or something like that, and it's like, okay, just throw these out, or you guys could eat them. And rarely that happened because they would only make wings if there was an order for it. Yeah. If someone didn't pick it up, then you're like, fuck it, I'm taking these wings, bro. Yeah. But pizza, you get pizza like on the daily. I remember I gained like at least like 90 pounds just working there, bro.
Fucking shit,
dude. But it was good, man.
That'd probably be me.
I ate for free every day. I was like, don't gotta spend a dime on food.
Yeah, and I don't. I mean, you're probably one of those people too, but I could eat pizza every fucking day. You know what I mean?
Every day.
So you're just working there getting this free food and loving it.
There's people that have worked there longer than me when I was still working there. And they were like, I can't eat pizza anymore. Like, how can you still eat this stuff? And I was like, fuck, it's pizza, bro. I was like, I could eat this shit daily. And it was cool because the boss didn't give a shit. And they were all big cigarette smokers. They're like, I'm going out on smoke break, And then I was like, well, if you guys could go on a smoke break, I could go on my own smoke break. Like, I could go smoke weed in my car. Yeah. And I straight up told them, I was like, hey, so I'm going to go smoke a bowl in my car real fast just to see what they would say. Yeah. And my boss was like, okay, just don't get caught. I was like, fuck it, okay. Every single day I showed up, smoked a bowl in my car. Every, like, maybe 2 hours into it would smoke a bowl in my car when they would go out on smoke breaks. It was a chill job, dude. They did not care at all. They did not care. It was dope. It was dope as fuck until like I was just like, damn, I'm making shit money. Like I need to be making more. At that time, we're renting like me, Alex. You guys know Rafa, right? Yeah, Raphael.
Fuck yeah, Raphael, dude.
Yeah, Raphael.
I think I actually just talked about him on one of the podcasts.
Really? Dude,
I was talking about how he gets all cleaned up for his ICCU job.
Dude, he's such a clean guy. When he worked at the bank,
dude, he fucking cleaned up real nice.
He's got such a different life aside from ICCU. Yeah. Like, I won't put him out there because he's my homie, but it's funny. He like puts on this persona to work at ICCU. He's so professional.
He's got it down, dude.
It blew my fucking mind. It blew my mind. Not that I doubted him, but I just didn't expect it.
Same.
And I was like, yo, this guy's fucking cool. He cleaned up real good, bro.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, once I heard he got a job at ICCU, I was like, dude, just a week ago you were like dropping acid and smoking bowls with us. What happened?
He's like, and a week later I'm going to be doing the same thing.
Exactly.
And I have a job at ICCU.
It surprised me. I was like, all right, dude, if you could do that, anyone could do anything. Dude. I was like, anything's possible. Fuck. That dude, he's a good guy. Yeah. He's awesome.
Totally off topic, but when you talk about smoke breaks, and we're talking about pizza, so I was at Ridley's the other day, dude. It was fucking crazy.
Right.
I was walking in my car, and I saw smoke in the air, and I was like, what the fuck? Is there fire? You know? So I followed the smoke, dude, and yeah, sure enough, their little cigarette fucking thing that you put your cigarettes in when you're done smoking them was fucking in flames, bro.
Was it really?
Yeah.
God damn.
And I was like, holy shit. So I jumped in my car and I'm driving over there to go tell them. And as I'm driving over there, I see this kid walk out the back and he's fucking like, holy shit. He runs inside and they all come outside with water and fucking put it out. I was like, holy shit.
Someone's trying to smoke rocks back here.
Yeah, that shit was crazy,
I
bro.
Believe it, bro. What are your guys' thoughts on decriminalizing all legal or all drugs
Oregon?
in Oregon.
Fuck, dude.
I was talking about this with my one of my coworkers, and I was like, "Can you believe that freaking heroin's okay over there? A little bit of heroin,
everything is.
a little bit of
Like
cocaine.
how much? You
How
know what I
much,
mean?
bro?
Are they gonna let
So-
you walk away with like an 8 ball of coke?
Exactly.
So check this out, dude. So I have a group chat with my cousins and my brothers,
Right.
and they put that on there, and my brother was like, "Jesus Christ, it's fucked up," and I was like, "Well, I don't know. Maybe it's not."
Maybe it's not.
Because they're not ripping. I mean, yeah, you get fined like $100,
Uh-huh.
right? Here, if that happens, you're getting fined at least $1,000.
Oh yeah.
Because you're
Oh,
talking
yeah.
probation fees, you're talking drug test fees,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and that's as an adult.
Mhm.
As a kid, you get charged a lot too. You get
Mhm.
charged at least half of that, $500,
Oh yeah.
just for doing it, just for the crime,
It's-
and then your classes. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's like, so they offer the fine for $100, or you go to rehab.
Oh.
Like that's what they provide. They're
Is that
providing
what
like
it
they're-
is?
Yeah, they're providing like
Okay.
classes that you could go to. They're like, okay,
Yeah, I
we
didn't
caught
know
you.
that.
It's kind of like
You
a
either
second
you
chance
either
almost.
pay
Yeah.
this $100 or you go to these classes. You know, and it's like, is that's what everyone's been wanting?
Mhm.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
actually
mean? So-
okay. So I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
I
that's
didn't know
exactly
that
what's
either.
going on, and
that's cool.
that's what everyone's always wanted. It's
Yeah.
like, fuck probation. They're taking all this fucking money from us.
Yeah.
They're doing all this shit to me, and it's like, it's a possibility that it could change people's lives because they get caught
Yeah.
with this shit. They suffer the consequence of just paying $100 and then fucking up again.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And then shit charges change when it's a second offense.
Yeah.
But on your first offense, you have that choice to either go to classes, figure out, why are
Because
you doing these?
Imagine how many people, like, if a dude gets caught, if a dude just decides, hey, I'm gonna try smack for the first time,
Right.
and then gets caught and then gets fined, maybe he can go there and be and just think, okay, maybe this is where I fucked up,
Yeah.
and just try to recorrect his life.
Exactly. I like that.
Yep.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea. I didn't know about that.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's a
Delivery
very good
girls
idea.
here.
Whoa,
Oh.
dude! I didn't know this is this type of pod. Okay.
It's that type of podcast.
Sick, bro.
How do you know?
Yeah,
we'll be right back after this message. Yo, what's good, future sponsors? This is where you would be at if you sponsor Elusive TV. If you're interested in sponsoring the show, email me at elusivetv208@gmail.com. That's elusivetv208@gmail.com. Other than that, I don't got any sponsors to put on right now because we're still looking. We're still hoping to get people in. We're open to multiple. Honestly, we're open to anything. So just come at me with an offer. Let's get working. But for now, I'm just gonna give a shout out to Funko's Beat Poppin'. Yo, keep it going, brother. Let's go.
So, say someone smashes so much cocaine before they start driving, or say they smash like a bunch of cocaine before picking up like another 8-ball or something.
Mm-hmm.
Once they get that 8-ball and they crash into a car and shit, get pulled over, like, and the cop, rolls up to them like, "Oh, you only got a little bit of coke." Like, what do they do from there?
Dude, I think they treat it like a DUI because
Yeah.
you're under the influence.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
makes sense.
I
So-
don't think that's decriminalized.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Doing
no.
it under the influence, because
Yeah.
we got to think about why this happened,
Mhm.
and it's definitely because like the mayor was trying to push that shit.
That makes sense.
The owner of the state, like
Mhm.
the person who's running this for state, and so I don't know if this is actually, I hate to get into politics or anything, but
okay.
my homie Joseph,
Mhm.
Joseph Sorbello, don't you?
If I seen a face, dude, I'd probably.
Yeah,
I
you
bet
know
his
him.
face is the name
I
for
bet
some
you know
reason.
who he is. But
If you'd
anyway,
see him, you'd
he's
know.
libertarian.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, and he would always tell me, I just believe that if we could do, if any adult can make the choice about, whatever they choose to put in their life, they can do that. I think that should always be allowed, but as long as it's not affecting other people.
Mhm.
So when you think about DUIs, being in public intoxicated,
Yeah.
that can't be just decriminalized.
No.
Because then people, it would just you're acting like that's free for them to do.
That makes sense.
They can just go up to
Yeah, people
anyone.
acting reckless. I don't know. So basically, what they're just, we'll let you have your drugs, but don't be fucking up. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Treat
yeah.
it like alcohol or
Damn.
you know what I mean? Just,
Dude, now I'm kind of scared to be driving through Oregon now.
I know, dude. The motherfucker's just like,
like some guy's on my ass, like, what's his problem? It just rolls up right next to me, grinding his teeth, like, okay, now I know what it is.
hey, hurry up. Oh, you're addicted.
I forgot it's legal here.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, it's funny. Oh, you're one of the addicted ones. Man.
You were the one for this law. I forgot.
Oh, you're the reason we can't have fun.
God.
Yeah.
No, that shit ain't never gonna happen here, bro.
That's. I would hope not, because dude, then people would be going nuts with it. I feel like.
Yeah.
Of course, there's like the whole thing, like.
Yeah, but we got a lot of meth heads, dude.
That is true. And I was thinking about this today. I was like, because I gave my food to like this lady by Walmart. She was like holding up a sign and whatnot, saying like anything helps. And I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, you know, I because like we do have like a meth problem, but it's definitely like not as bad as like LA and like you know, Portland and whatnot, like that type of stuff. So I was like, I definitely feel comfortable giving my money and food to like the people on the side of the road over here, because there's like, you know, a select few that you always see. Yeah. And like that could be drugs, dude. It could be drugs, but it's definitely like, in my opinion, not as bad as like over there, you know?
Well, for sure. I think LA is probably, from what I've heard, has the worst homeless problem, you know? Because, dude, I've been listening to people talk or from over there, you know, and they're saying there's just you walk down the street, bro, and there can be needles and literal human shit right there, you know?
Have you guys ever been there?
No.
Dude.
Cali?
Yes.
LA? Like,
I haven't been there in years.
We were over there on one of our tours. I can't remember what venue it was, but we're like... So we're trying to do this thing. We got like on this bill to like play for a record label kind of thing. And we never made it public because we kind of just like ended up leaving. But because the promoter like thought we could sell so many tickets in their area, but we're like, well, fuck, dude, we're not from here. We're from Idaho. But anyways, we got there and dude, just homeless people everywhere. People like talking to themselves and like on the side of the street. Once we got to the venue, there was actually this, like, we took a nap. I think we got there, like, at night, ended up falling asleep, and this homeless guy, like, woke us up. He was looking at himself, like, in our, like, windows, like, kind of looking at himself, and he started, like, staring and then, like, doing these weird hand gestures. And then he rolled up to, like, the window, which was, like, the other window, which was, like, halfway down. And we're like, what the fuck? And we're like, hey, get out of here. Yeah. Like, what are you doing? And he just, like, walks off. But he had, like just random shit on his back, like I don't know what it was, but he started like smacking at it with his shirt, like if he was on fire. That shit's nuts down there, bro. Holy shit! I think we actually seen someone like die on the side of the road. Damn. We like drove past this dude that was like flat out on like a bench and just like arms down, and Caesar was like, dude, that dude's dead, like jokingly he's like, look, we just seen a dead guy. Damn. And then literally, like, not even... We're on that same road going down. Not even, like, a couple minutes later, like, maybe a minute later, we see an ambulance driving by. And we're like, fuck. We just actually seen a dead body. It was nuts down there, dude. It's crazy. The
craziest thing I've seen was... when I was in Oregon, I had... we were on the freeway. And you know where they put the pillars, you know, to support the... You know, kind of like off to the edge where they put the grass and shit. Right. There was this bitch taking a shit out there, bro. Damn. We were driving, and then I looked over to the right, and then this bitch is just popping a squat, dude, with her ass out, taking a shit. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Dude.
God damn. I'll be damn.
You think, like, I guess, like, at that level, you're homeless. You should have, like... I guess we wouldn't know. I can't talk down on it, but like you should have like a level of decency and not just like flat out there. Maybe she was like high on something. I don't know,
bro. I don't know, dude. But they just don't give a fuck, you know. And then people in I've listened to. Do you listen to the Fighter and the Kid podcast?
I think I heard like one episode.
Yeah, so it's with Brendan Schaub, former UFC fighter, and he's a comedian now. And then comedian Brian Callen.
Gotcha.
Brian Callen, that's
Okay, so anyway, so they were talking about it. They were talking about the homeless population in LA. And he was saying that even in the nicer neighborhoods, the houses, they'll just pick their own houses and set up tents outside of like the front lawns. And so the people, it's hard... it's hard to get people to buy them because they see these homeless communities outside of the rich neighborhoods. You know, if they see a for sale sign, you know, they just say, hey, no one lives here. So, yeah, they'll just set up camp and just shit on the sidewalk or shit on the grass. And you know what I mean?
Ruining the property value.
Yeah, literally. Like, imagine going into a crazy neighborhood where Kanye lives, right? And there's a house for sale that's worth at least $2 million. Homeless people just chilling. You know what I mean? Shitting everywhere.
It's like, keep driving, bro.
Yeah, you're like,
this
what
is the spot for us.
And that's how bad it is, because you know what I mean? That's how bad the homeless population
Man,
is
dude,
out
that's
there.
just bad, dude.
Yeah, and I can't imagine that here.
That freaks me out, dude.
Yeah, because you imagine because homeless people, I think maybe around here, I don't think I've ever seen them. You know, if they're gonna, they usually have their spots, you know, like away from people. But when there's so many homeless people, they just see these nice neighborhoods and they're like, fuck it.
Fuck it, this is my spot to live now.
Yeah.
That's
crazy,
dude,
bro.
Crazy.
I know where a couple hobos lived around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I used to live with my pops, he lived way out there past Burger King.
Under that bridge?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
We would
bro.
ride our 4-wheelers down to the secret lakes right there by the hub. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
talking about those lakes.
Mm.
And we would take the opposite way of the canal instead of going to the lakes. And it would take you into this field, but you'd still go under that. Right there where exit 208 is at on the highway. Fuck. And yeah, we'd pull up, dude, and there was a full cushion bed with like a recliner and a rock behind it, right?
Oh,
so that you could recline and lay under the bridge, right? And it said in fucking like, I don't know what it might have been paint. I doubt it was paint. It was just something red. It just said, "Stay away from my home." And we would always smoke right there. We'd go there and we'd smoke.
Yeah, bro.
And they just got older and older. We never ran into him.
Really?
Yeah, and my question is, where was he during the day?
That
You know
is
what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he was
What was
never
he
there.
doing?
Yeah.
Because he was never there, dude. We would always drive there.
Rock, there's a fresh can of beans right here.
Yeah.
He was here like 5 minutes ago.
That shit's
I mean,
crazy.
That's nuts. On my last episode, one of my last episodes, I don't know if you guys caught me talking about like the homeless dude jerking it.
No.
So okay, I gotta tell you guys this.
The fuck?
Yeah. So we're on our like 4th tour or something like that, and it's a Northwest tour, and we're going through Seattle and Spokane. And before we got there, we were like talking to the gas station people and like, oh yeah, we're on our way to Spokane. This and that. Oh, they're like, oh, you mean Spokompton? And we're like,
What the fuck?
yeah, Spokompton. And we're like, I wonder why they're calling it that. We got there and dude, there's literally like people like everywhere and homeless people and whatnot. There's freaking people shooting up in the corners of buildings and like,
Oh, fuck.
it was nuts. And then we got to the venue and we're just chilling. We're just chilling, kind of like taking a nap and cat nap. We've been driving for a little bit, so I was in the driver's side, and I remember looking out the rearview mirror, and I was like, "Guys, look, there's a homeless dude facing a wall behind us," and I was like, "Guys, look, there's a homeless guy behind us. It looks like he's jerking it," and because he was kind of moving around, and then sure enough, he was like just jerking it like right on this wall, broad
Damn.
daylight. Cars driving back and forth.
Don't give a fuck.
Did
huh?
not
I gotta squeeze on that real
fuck.
quick.
Yeah, and there's this like there was obviously like all the buildings were like tagged up and whatnot where we were. There's like youth group or something like that, like not right next to, but like on the building next over, and they're just like cleaning it up, painting over the spray paint.
Damn.
And they see this homeless dude and they just start booking it, and I was like, God damn, what is going on here? And there's like a homeless dude walking in front of us, just like doing weird dances and whatnot. It was so weird.
Damn.
Yeah, because how fucked up you got to be to just wake up and be like, well, I'm going to jerk one out right here on the...
Time to...
You gotta be living pretty good as a homeless man. You gotta
Yeah.
just not give a fuck.
It was nuts.
Like, man,
The confidence you need to
that's
whoop
life.
your dick out and just
Yeah.
beat your wiener, dude.
You definitely got to have some sense of like you're just not aware of where you are, you know?
Yeah, dude.
It's
Yeah.
nuts. And I remember this homeless dude, this other homeless dude walked up next to him and gave him like a cup of coffee.
What the hell?
Like, because he had this like little walker right next to him.
Yeah.
Give him a cup of coffee right next to the walker and left. The homeless dude noticed it, took a sip, and then kept jerking it.
Damn.
I was like, what is this? This dude is like something else. It was the weirdest thing, dude. It was the weirdest thing.
Fuck, dude.
Sure enough.
What the fuck was that guy thinking? He's just, oh yeah, fucking Thomas is jerking off over there. I think
this is Thomas's normal time. I know he gets parched at this time.
he's all like, hey fucker, this is my spot at 6 o'clock. It's 5:57, asshole. You better fucking hurry up. Here's this fucking coffee. Hurry up.
This is to speed up the process. Seriously,
Stroke
don't
harder.
let me down.
Thomas is sitting there like, oh.
He's like, dude, I'm seriously trying, bro. You coming here isn't helping me.
It looks like bird shit on the walls, but it's just homeless man scene.
Yeah, right. Just full of crustiness. But yeah, dude, after seeing that was nuts. We were all like, what the like this is why they call it Spoke Mountain. And we ended up, dude, it was a nuts.
They took the homeless part of it.
Yeah.
It was crazy, bro. We that night after we played the show, we actually seen and this is gonna change direction, but we seen a homeless dude get hit by a taxi.
Damn.
Like a straight up taxi, and it was like we didn't know at first. We just hear like a big, like we're all chilling outside by the van, smoking with the other bands, and this homeless dude got hit by a taxi, and we like hear the big boom and whatnot. We all start running over there, and sure enough, this old homeless dude wasn't harming anyone. It was like flat on the ground, freaking like leg was twisted and whatnot.
Damn.
Right in front of us, and we're like, what the like this is nuts. And then the taxi dude started driving off. Like if this was something normal,
bro.
So like a couple dudes had to like rush in front of the van and like say fucking stop.
Yeah.
And the cops are coming, dude. It was the nuttiest thing ever.
Holy shit.
It was crazy. I was
what
like,
the fuck? Why would you want to just take off, man?
I know, dude. How do you
you
fucking kill a person and then be like, oh, I gotta get out of here?
yeah, and dude, it was the saddest thing, bro. It was horrible. And then after that, Rafa decided to take us to the strip club.
Nice. So you guys want to see some pussy?
It was literally like the thing to like kind of reverse what we just seen. It was like a little like boost. But yeah, he took us all to the strip club. It was fun though.
Strip clubs? I don't like strip clubs unless you're gonna fuck a stripper. You know what I mean?
I've never heard of this.
This is taking a whole level.
Oh, dude.
This is like hit the hardest left in the world, bro.
Yeah. So, I've never been to one of the. I've only been to one, and it was like full nudity, but I didn't know they did like full fuck on like in different strip clubs.
Yeah, dude, they go hard. Shit's crazy, bro. So I went to one in. It's a full nude one down there in Salt Lake, right? And I was sitting there and I was spending money, right? And I'm like, wait a minute, because there's no private rooms. All the rooms you can see are open, you know. And so I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Why am I here, dude? Like, I just blew $50 on some bitch I didn't want to see in the first place, and I'm not gonna walk out with my dick any wetter than when I came in with it. So I don't know. Unless you're gonna go there to fuck a stripper, I just don't see the point in paying for that.
No, I get you, because so after we went to the strip club, everyone was kind of the same. We were like, well, fuck, now my dick's all hard.
Yeah,
like,
dude. Like, what do we do, dude?
We
turn into the homeless nigga.
Yeah,
so rent a spot on the wall.
We ended up getting a motel that night. Everyone took a shower right after that, and we're like, fuck. Whoever's taking a shower now is gonna be jerking in the shower. The next person's gonna be jerking in. I bet you by the last person to take a shower got in the shower and was just like,
that's
oh my god.
Room service clean this up, or yeah, dude, it was bad, but we're
touring things, man.
I know.
Fuck. I can only imagine, man.
Dude, the things you see on tour, bro. We've seen some weird shit, man. That was probably like the weirdest one for me, is just seeing that homeless dude get hit.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, you see some nice things like the views and whatnot, like driving to the places, all the mountains, trees. But like once you get into like these crazy cities, dude, you see some weird shit. Like I think Alex, Caesar, and Vince, our guitarists at the time, almost pretty much got. No, I think it was just Caesar and Rafa almost got murdered in Deming.
Damn,
Deming, New Mexico.
What happened?
So like, I guess we were touring with this other band. Caesar and Rafa hitched a ride with the other band because the other band was like, "Oh, we got beer in our van. Like, you guys want to come chill with us?" And that left me, Alex, and Vince in our vehicle. So we're going to the same venue, obviously, but Caesar and Rafa were in the other band's vehicle. And we got to the venue, and we got a call from the other guys, and they're like, "Hey, we broke down over here in Deming, New Mexico. Like, do you think you guys could come get us?" And we're like, "Sure, like, you guys are kind of a ways, but we're going to miss a show."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, can you guys hurry? Because this place is sketchy." Come to find out, it's like a full-on, like, homeless, like a really big homeless populated place.
Oh.
And we got there like at some AM in the morning, and I guess when we got there, everyone was like kind of freaked out, and they were like, "Dude, so we've been seeing like homeless people popping out of, like, because they're out at a McDonald's.
Yeah,
like we've been seeing people popping out of the bushes left and right." And this one dude walked in McDonald's with like a full on sword, like in
what the
full on
fuck, dude?
sword, like in his belt loop, like kind of like if he was a samurai or something.
Yeah.
And he was like, "They've all been looking at us because we're the only vehicle out here. Everyone
Damn.
else is homeless. Like,
Holy shit!
that we're
dude.
gonna get robbed." And I guess it was the nuttiest thing, dude. And I guess even the McDonald's people thought like my crew was homeless, like the Caesar and Rafa and the other band. They thought they were homeless because they walked in like at some AM in the morning, and they were like, "Hey, you guys got to go. We told you guys you can't be in here."
Yeah.
And they're like, "We're not homeless. We're just here on tour. Like this place is actually freaking us out."
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess they almost got murdered in Deming, and I was like, "God damn, we're never coming here again."
Damn,
Yeah,
dude.
fuck that,
Holy
dude.
fuck.
Even like just because I think we passed by there on another tour, and even passing through there, we're like, "Just keep driving, dude. Don't even
Yeah.
stop." It's like a ghost town full of like just freaking homeless people, dude. It's nuts.
Ugh.
It is nuts, and they're on something, man. It's like a zombie town over there. Not to shit on Deming. But
No, hey, fuck Deming. You need to get your life together, Deming.
That
Get
is
your
true,
fucking
bro.
shit straight, dude.
I think Ghost Adventures actually did an episode in Deming, and they were like, "This is a total ghost town."
Total ghost town.
I don't know why the fuck we're here.
He tells his partner, "Go in there."
Aaron, go investigate this place.
I feel a vibe in there that wants to kill us.
Go in there. Aaron's like, dude, what the fuck?
There's literally a homeless guy in there. God damn. Yeah, dude. Things you see on tour, bro, it's nuts. It's
Dude, our craziest experience, well, I know mine for sure, was when one day I was working at Dairy Queen back in the day when I was younger, and I was playing Pokemon Go right there at El Cap.
Mm.
And some fucking dude walks up to me, bro, in a wife beater and like really long, greasy hair. He walks up to the window and he's just knocking on it. And I was like, what the fuck? Put my window down and I'm like, what's up, man? And he's talking in this really fast fucking accent.
Mm.
Like super fast. And he's speaking Spanish, I guess. That's what Roach said. But they must have been like, they said they were Dominican, right? Yeah, Dominican. And holy shit, it was crazy. So he asked me, he's like, hey, can you get weed? And I was like, nah, man. And he's all,
I'm working, bro.
yeah. I was like, dude, I just got out of work. I'm just chilling, playing Pokemon Go. And he's just like, no, I smell weed in your car. I was like, oh shit.
Damn.
I was like, what the fuck is this guy's either a cop or he's serious? And I was like, yeah, I can get you some. And so I pull up to him, and I'm like contacting everyone that I think I can get weed from.
Mm.
And because when I pulled up, I noticed they were in a van and their fucking
That's
car was
sketchy.
shut down. And they were changing a wheel and shit. And dude, we got really involved with them for a second.
You got
like, just
involved
for,
in these people's lives.
yeah, dude, for like 2 days. Because after that, like we got them that tree, and then, you know, they were from New York.
Oh, really?
And yeah, they were probably criminals. Because after a while, they were telling us they're definitely criminals. Because what I'm about to tell you is crazy, but I want Sam to be in here for this one for sure. So anyway, yeah, I pull up to that Taco Bell, and these guys are changing their tire, and they're taking there's this really young one. I guess he was even younger than us, and he was taking pictures on a phone, like all flexing with a Gucci belt. He was fresh. Young boy was fresh. Anyway, well then I give them my number because they asked me for my number, so I'm like, oh fuck it. I don't know what I'm thinking, dude. I should have never done this, but it was actually a really great experience. But we're definitely fucking with criminals. The next day they text us like, hey, we want to get more, and it's expensive down here compared to other
Over there
places.
in New York.
Especially at that time.
Yeah, because at that time prices hadn't dropped yet to fucking 10 a G. We were still at like 20 a G, 50 an eighth.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're at that motel, I don't know what the one called. Right across the street from Taco Bell. They have a parking lot.
The brick ones.
The Best Western.
Okay.
Best Western right there where Best Western's at.
Oh.
And yeah, they're pulled up there. They got their tire fixed and shit. They're all chilling. So we pull up, and this time we see everyone that was in the van, and it was like one dude for every seat. So there's 2, 5, at least 8.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were full, and they were all Dominican, and they were all cool as fuck. But then after like we chilled with them, and we were like, these guys are just some decent people walking, like passing by. They got a motel in Twin because they seen the canyon, and they were like tripping. They're like, we can sleep by that, you know. No, it's just down the road, And I was
seen
like,
this before.
I was like, it's like 20 minutes away, and they're like, dude, that's like down the street.
Like, fuck no, bro.
Like, fuck. I was like, that's a whole fucking day for me.
Yeah.
Dog. I go there, I come back, I go to sleep.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? It's like, but they did it. But yeah, sure enough, it was like the third day already, that they had came back.
Yeah.
And we go to see them again at Best Western because that's where they knew to meet us at. And so like they didn't want to come to our crib, and we sure as hell didn't want to invite them.
Yeah.
And it's like they just knew that we could just meet up right there in town. And we were smoking backwoods Dutches, right?
Yeah,
That's what they rolled.
yeah, dude.
Dutch.
They put us on the Dutches, bro. I'd never heard of them.
God damn.
But then the tallest one was just like blah 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 Duce, and I was like,
Duce, yeah.
Like,
I'm
Duce.
telling you, dude, he had a crazy, like he couldn't even really speak English.
Yeah,
and he was talking fast.
Yeah, he was like going hard, like blah 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 Duce, and I was like, what's that? And then they were like,
you would
like,
think he's mad, bro.
Yeah, and he's
Straight
like,
up.
y'all don't smoke Dutch. And then I remember they got into an argument, dude, because one of them they were talking.
Where's the Fronto?
And then he was all like, I remember his name being Lewis for some reason. He's all like, yeah, Lewis over here always gets got, and he's like, yo, hold up, I always get got. Like they started arguing. I was like, damn,
yeah, dude, they were going hard. We're all here just tripping, bro.
Yeah. These guys seem real.
Yeah, dude, it was cool as fuck. And then by the last day, we had another day like that, and they tell us, we're like, well, what do you guys do? Like, how do you guys doing this? Like, how are you driving all the way from New York over here? He's all, we're gonna tell you something, bro. You can never tell anybody. And I'm like, all right. And
we're telling everybody, right?
We told everybody, dude. We told everybody and their
like,
mamas.
yeah, we won't tell anyone, bro.
Dude, straight up. But like, we don't know their names.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have their numbers. We don't have them on Facebook. Like, we completely just interacted with these people and like just let it happen. Didn't Snapchat it, nothing.
Yeah.
We just tell everybody about it. But anyway, he's like, yeah, you can't tell nobody. He's we sell phones, but not really. I was like, what do you mean? He's so what we do is we get people's credit cards and then we run them.
Yeah, bro. Like they had a dude out there in back in New York, right? Who was taking the information, and then they would go into like Verizon or Sprint, buy the fucking like 8 or 10 phones, and then fucking sell them.
Damn, dude,
Yeah.
real scam artists, huh?
Yeah, bro.
Because they would really buy the phones.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So like they would buy all those phones with people's credit cards, resell that shit for they had, when they were pulling out cash to pay us, bro, they'd always pull out like a fan of money
Wads.
of cash.
Dude,
just wads.
how would like that be a killing? Like, who are they selling to? Do you think? Like,
Dude, I like who do you?
Who's the question that we've
Who do you go
want
to?
to buy a phone?
Oh, you want a phone?
Well, dude, they told us some crazy stories. They told us about, they were like, yo, fuck Arizona. And then we were like, why? They were all, fuck natives, bro.
Oh,
they try to kill
bro.
us. And I was like, what? They're like, yeah, we never met natives. We're not going to fuck with natives. They're all telling each other, talking mad shit, because I guess they were over there. And, they were doing the same thing they were doing with us, just trying to get some tree and stay overnight and kick it, And, yeah, they said that some Indian guy flipped out, or some native guy flipped out on him, bro.
Fuck.
Bad, and like chased them with a gun, and that one of them had to pick up a rock and fucking throw it at him, and he got lucky because it fucking hit him. And
Wasn't it the little one?
Huh?
I swear it was the little one.
The
too.
little one was telling us, yeah, he's
It's
all,
always
fuck
the
that. I
little
grabbed the rock and I threw it at him.
bro.
And we were like, what the fuck? Yo, these guys are going through it, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And they're probably rich right now.
I bet
No
dude,
fucking
a
joke.
Traveling scam.
Hopefully.
What
Yeah.
are we doing here?
I know, bro.
Yeah.
These guys, like New York people are different, bro.
Yeah, it was way different. Hey, it was awesome though, dude, because they didn't try to sell no phones to us.
Yeah.
They knew they're
Yeah,
like, these
bro.
guys. We'll let you pass.
Yeah, they were like, you guys are cool. There was one time where there was some hostility when we told them how much it was to buy some weed here.
Yeah.
We were like, they're like, we want 3 grams, and I was like, $50, bro. They're all, what the fuck? And dude, the one with the accent, he was flipping out, bro. I thought he
Really?
was gonna pull the toolie out straight up because he
That's
was pissed. He was walking back and forth, talking mad shit.
It's like we disrespected them.
yeah, saying we were disrespected. Like, yeah,
You could tell that guy's
disrespectful.
been in prison like once.
Bro, maybe, bro. But that you could tell that guy was like the G'd up one, like
Really,
the
was
one
he?
that probably had the plan. Because or he was just like their tough guy, like good cop, bad cop shit. You know, like they're like, we got to take the hard guy because he's gonna protect us.
Guarantee behind the scenes, little guys like trying to like find your guys' wallets and like
probably maybe,
bro,
but I don't know. It never seemed like that. They were super fucking cool, bro.
Like, yo, Guillermo, you make a scene.
We never turned our backs on them. We never like took them around our car. Nothing. We always were with them next to their van, and they were coming out the van, stretching, changing clothes, chilling, telling us hella stories, telling us we're cool. Like
the whole time, and the whole time we're just getting high in this parking lot at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and not getting caught. And
yeah.
Nah, I'm not gonna say that part. The part when they seen the white couple.
Oh fuck!
Oh dude, you gotta. You already spilled. The beans are overflowing. You gotta spill it now.
That's a racial thing. They were just like saying white people snitch. I don't claim that. But anyway, we were smoking a blunt, and they were telling each other, "Hey, there's a white couple right there," and they were like all putting it away, and we're like, "No, it's all good, bro. Like, fuck it, you know, it wasn't all good, but we were like, fuck it already. We're already lit." They're all, "Nah, dude. Everywhere we've been, white people snitch."
In your mind, you're like, guaranteed these people are gonna snitch.
Yeah, I was just like, oh fuck yeah, they probably would snitch.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to seem hard.
No, fuck those guys.
No, fuck that. Hey, didn't hear me right?
Guillermo, give me that blunt.
Yeah, dude, it was a fucking crazy time. That's like the crazy experience I've had meeting different people and like, you know, because I've been to like Oregon and Cali, but I was younger, and when I went to Oregon, dude, Oregon was just seemed like a way cooler here.
Yeah.
With an ocean.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I went to Seaside, bro. Ooh. And dude, there was dispensaries in every corner. Every corner, bro. And you would see homeless people. Well, you think they're homeless. You go up to them, but they're just like, I don't want money. I don't want food.
They're the hipsters.
Like, you got some weed, and they'd say, not homeless, just want to get high. Like, their signs would say shit like that. So it's like, well, they're just people chilling, going around, probably traveling the world, smoking weed.
What a life to live.
I know, man. Fuck.
Right now, they're probably at Asteria, looking at all the pirate ships and shit.
Dude, if I give no fucks about my life, I would definitely be like that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, next, I'm going to drive my car all the way to Portland.
Maybe when I reincarnate.
There you go. There you go.
I've probably already done it.
Well, dude, I watched this documentary about homeless people, and this dude did. So he was a filmmaker, right? And so he wanted to document himself being homeless for, it was 1 or 2 years. And it's on YouTube. You can Google it. I don't know, just like homeless documentary or whatever. Oh. And so he was studying, he was out in Europe in like London and shit. And he was wondering why people prefer that life, you know, or some people do. So he said that the first 6 months was it was crazy because the homeless people who are on drugs, you know, they kill each other and shit. Like, they have guns and stuff, and they'll, you know, they're kind of crazy. Yeah, and then it's kind of crazy because they have their own territories too, you know, especially in the bigger cities, out there in London anyway. But he said about a year into it though, he found himself just sitting down, looking at people walking by, and then you know, he would see people dressed up on their phones and stuff, and he just.
Dude, you got a ghost in here.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. No, dude, those lights have been falling. It's been a bitch. I just put them back up because I was like, we need more light in here. You want to put that light on, Sam?
Yeah, bro.
Where's Turtle at?
I know. Where's Turtle at?
Anyways.
Okay, so he was seeing all these people walk around, and then I thought he just started thinking that he understood it, how people enjoy it, because he wasn't stressing about anything. Yeah, you know, he had no worries. He was just chilling. He didn't care about money because, you know, he was homeless. He could buy food because of the money people were giving him. And then some homeless people make $100K a month off of begging, bro. Damn. Yeah. And
holy shit.
Yeah, and you don't have bills, so all the money you're making is all the money you know, you don't
pocket.
Yeah, you don't pay taxes and shit. So imagine, you know what I mean, having $100K a month.
So imagine.
Yeah, imagine having $100K a month on the street chilling, and you don't have to pay for shit. You know, you don't have to worry about nothing. And then that's nothing. That's something that I had never thought about until I watched that documentary.
That is kind of true. I never really thought about that because they don't pay taxes. They don't really gotta like worry about driving places and putting gas in their car and whatnot.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck, you know. And so then we're gonna bring it back to the homeless people in LA. When you hear about them shitting on the street or shitting on the sidewalk, they're probably like, what are they gonna do? Find me? You know what I mean?
I got the extra $1,000 just because I'm homeless.
Yeah. No one's gonna say anything. They're just gonna leave you alone. But
fuck, that's
yeah.
nuts, dude.
I guess it's fucking crazy though, bro. Because
what was that documentary?
I don't remember what the documentary was called, dude. But I just remember the dude was in Europe.
Huh.
Yeah, it was
Interesting.
Yeah,
I'll have to check that out, bro.
It's pretty dope. It's on YouTube, man. It's a free
We're
documentary.
gonna have people call us or email us and say, "Oh yeah, we're living a way better life now that we're homeless." Listen to your podcast and realize, you know what? Fuck this.
Yeah.
Ever since this podcast, I've gone homeless.
Yeah.
You're
Me
our
and my
motivation.
kids are currently living under a bridge in Seattle.
Yeah. Fuck.
Damn.
I had to eat trash cheese the other day.
Trash cheese.
Damn, guys. Well, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna cut this off because we're already at an hour 30 right now.
Oh, damn.
Damn, bro.
Seems like it was
We've
10
been going
minutes.
for a minute. Yeah.
Nice.
But that was a weird way to really cover that. To really end that. It took a hard left turn. But hey, thanks for tuning in for another episode of the Mix Up. Yeah, let's
Dude.
go. Thanks, Gabe, for coming in.
Dude, of course, guys. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. Perfect. Peace out.
Signing out.